Coach Willie Fritz and defensive coordinator Shiel Wood.
How we doing?
Good. 20th in the country in total defense. Are you aware of that number?
I am now. If I wasn't already, yes.
You knew before, though.
I did.
And what is your take on that rating?
I think we've done some really good things. I'm proud of our staff. I'm proud of our players. Any success we've had is due to our staff and our players' hard work. I still think there's things that we can do better. I think there's some things that we've been inconsistent at times. Sometimes maybe in our pass coverage, sometimes maybe in our pass rush. That maybe those two things go hand in hand. So I think there's definitely some areas that we're consciously aware of things that we need to do better. And our players are. We're trying to be very critique ourselves and be very critical of the things that we're doing well, but also the things we need to improve on. And we're just excited. We just talked about it with the guys. Hey, we got another chance to keep going out there and getting better. Year one's it's a lot. Every week's a new challenge. We play some really good offenses, and so to be sitting where we're at right now with some of the success we had, we're very, very proud. But I think we're staying hungry, and we recognize there's things that we need to continue to improve on, and we just want to keep getting better each and every week.
I think Memphis was the stopping point, but before that, you guys gave up 400 total yards of offense 3 straight games. What happened in the last 2 games to turn the defense into such a clamor once again?
I think consistency. Every game there's win, lose, or draw. There's sometimes things you do well, sometimes things you struggle with, and sometimes those things get exposed that you struggle with. Sometimes they don't. It's just kind of luck of the draw. The quarterback overthrows the guy that's open, or the guy drops a pass, or there's a guy open but he throws it somewhere else, or the run doesn't hit. So there's some chance and luck in that. But I think just overall consistency. I think early in the year there were things that we were consistent at, and then you kind of have ebbs and flows, and then you play different teams with different schemes, and they present new challenges for you, and you just keep growing and implementing some different things. So I think that just at the end of the day, I think when we have struggled, it's not been maybe as much that we haven't been able to make plays when we're there. I think sometimes we haven't been in the right spots, and I think or maybe played our techniques as well as we need to, and those are things that we're working to get corrected.
Seems to be in the right spots all over the place after the first quarter on Saturday. How you go from allowing 10 points in the first quarter to only giving up 47 yards the rest of the game?
Same thing. I mean, they came out. Both of those drives they scored on, we had chances to convert on third down. They completed a 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7 on us where we just didn't play the best coverage that we could play. There was another one, a 3rd and 3, where we got off the field, but we got a holding call. So some of that, I think, was things that we could control a little bit better. They also made, just on those 2 drives, like they threw a glance route to the boundary. J-Bo is literally draped all over the guy. His arm is right where the ball's at. It's just a great throw and catch. They made a play. I mean, it's hard to shut a team out. I don't care who you're playing. And so, they made some plays. We had some lapses early in the game. And I think early in games, teams come out and they have their best plays that they've schemed up for you that you maybe haven't prepared against sometimes, and that's when things can be challenging. But our guys did a great job of just hanging in there. We're down 10-0. They could have panicked. They didn't. That's what I've been really pleased with. When things have gone wrong, we've been, up and lost the lead or been down. Our guys have just settled right in and kept playing, and was certainly proud of that the other day.
I'll let everybody ask the question after this one last one. How did it feel from the defensive standpoint? A lot of the games this year, you knew the offense to close it out and to really secure the victory, but the defense, the team had to lean on your side of the ball. How did it feel to have your side of the ball dominated and be one of the main cogs, if not the main cause for the victory?
Yeah, I don't know that I look at it that way, to be honest with you. I was just pleased that our guys played hard the whole way, and they didn't score any more after those first 2 drives, but each and every week it's teams are good. This league is full of really good football teams, offensively, defensively, kicking game. You're going to get stressed in all 3 phases in different parts of the game. Maybe we don't play as well in the segment. Offense picks us up, vice versa, and I'm just glad that our kids are showing up every week to work and get better and playing hard, and we've been fortunate to win 8 ball games, which has been awesome.
I think your defense was only in the field for 41 downs. Is that the 40-something? Is that the fewest you've ever been involved in? And again, have the clock rules
I don't know about my approach. I think it certainly has shortened some games, and they were not. A lot of teams are still trying to go tempo. They were not trying to go tempo. We don't necessarily do that outside of certain situations. So I have been involved, especially when I coached at West Point and in some academy type. That was almost like an academy type games, clock, ball control, running the football a lot, both sides. So I have been involved in some games where we haven't played many snaps. I don't know if I think it was 42, and I don't know if I've coached in one where it's been that few. So I think the clock is the two styles of play in the game, and then I think the clock rules have changed that as well.
And even though BCU, I think they didn't trail to the fourth quarter, they didn't try to run much after early in the game because of your run defense. How much of an advantage is that for your defense? It seems like every week teams sort of give up trying to run against you as the game goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a credit to our guys, and I do. I just think, if you can stop the run and be efficient in your run defense, it does make them one-dimensional. Now, once you do that and you make them throw the ball, then you have to stop the pass. That's where we've struggled at times. But some of that's we played some really good teams as well that are really good at throwing the football. But I do think that in general, when you can stop the run, get them off schedule, that forces them to become a little bit more one-dimensional. That's what we want to do. It allows us now to take advantage of hopefully rushing the passer well and making him uncomfortable, and then playing good coverage behind it.
Did you wonder? I mean, this is a veteran defense you were coming in to take over. Did you wonder how these guys would accept you when you came in?
No, I don't think so. This is a championship organization. This is an organization that won 12 games and a Cotton Bowl last year. So I think coming from an organization like that and seeing what that looks like on the inside at my previous stop, no, I expected there to be just a lot of excellence in everything, from the leadership with Coach Fritz to the leadership with the players. And no, I think that it was very welcoming for me, and I guess I thought maybe it would be a pretty smooth transition, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it,
Appreciate it.
folks. Take care.